Wayne, what are you doing?
Just trying to do a Rubik's Cube.
Okay, right, we're on 2.6.
From this book.
Oh, yes.
What's it all about, Triv?
Well, Wayne, it's about how cystic fibrosis is inherited, all about genes, and in these few pages there's a lot of words you need to know.
There is.
We're going to shoot through them now.
Yep.
If you annotate a few things.
Okay. Firstly, you need to know the idea that you'll have two lot of every gene, one from your mum, one from your dad.
Yeah.
And they'll be at the same position up the chromosome, up the DNA. And that position has a special name. You can't just say the position. You have to say the
locus.
Locus.
Yeah.
We have an example up here.
We do.
This is a chromosome.
Yeah, we're going to annotate it. And the locus would be here.
Yep. So we have the gene. This one might be from the mum, this one might be from the dad, or vice versa. But it's the same gene and it's at the same position.
Yeah.
And that is called a locus.
It is called a locus. Another word while we're here, from this position as well. Alleles, or alleles, depending on your preferred pronunciation, is different forms of a gene. Like here we have a dominant, another word, form of a gene, and a recessive, another word, part of a gene.
We've done up here a Punnett square with alleles, but this time it's F, so directly linking in with cystic fibrosis.
Yeah, where this would be normal functioning proteins, little f would be not so normal functioning proteins.
Yes, so you should be familiar with the idea that you write out what these would make if you were to times them together.
Sort of thing, yeah.
And
did it in GCSE, so I'll fill that out now.
Yep, so that's what you're going to have FF, then you're going to have F, and F.
Okay, yeah, that's what we're saying.
If the dominant is present, that's what will shine through, if you will.
Yeah,
so
because dominant is one, the major one.
That's the only one where you would not have a functioning CFTR protein.
Yeah.
Get little f, little f.
These two would be called carriers.
Yes.
So you carry the disease, but you do not show the problems of it, the suffering of it.
Yes. So there's different types as well. You don't have to have one dominant and one recessive. You could have.
No, you could have
dominant,
and recessive. Yep. And this is called being homozygous.
Homozygous. So we have an example here again on our diagram.
These two are homozygous because they're both dominant Fs. And we have an example of them being different, which is going to be hetero, because these are words we often encounter in lots of subjects, and that means different, so heterozygous.
Yep, so that's there. So these people are carriers.
Yep.
And these are the possibles that have come off. This one's rare, as you should know.
Yeah, you can see from here that from two carriers, it's quite a high percentage of people who have these things. There's only a 25% chance of actually getting CF.
And then if you have CF and you were to reproduce with someone with CF, the chances of you having a child would be very low, so the chances of this coming through would be very low. So that makes it even lower. And some other genetic disorders aren't actually the recessive, unfortunately.
No, some are dominant, and that means they spread much faster.
They're much more common if they come about, unfortunately.
And when we have children have new genetic screening of themselves, check what the likeliness of certain diseases their children might be having, to maybe reconsider, which is quite commonplace now.
Yeah, we actually get onto screening in a later topic.
We do.
That's an actual thing you'll need to know.
Yep. Well, that's nearly finished, but there's a few more words we haven't covered yet, and these are genotype and phenotype.
Genotype and phenotype, yes.
Okay. Well, a genotype, keyword bit is a gene, that's sort of this bit.
Yeah.
It's what you actually have.
So, not having a CFTR protein would be a genotype.
It would.
Being a carrier of it would be a genotype.
The sort of order of your genes you have in you is genotype.
And a phenotype?
A phenotype is sort of the observable feature. So if you had, say, RR, and you had red hair,
that would be your phenotype, would be the red hair.
Yeah. In this case, I guess it'd be the suffering of CF.
Cystic fibrosis would be your phenotype, yeah.
Yeah, these are all the
words.
Again, it's a very small chapter, so we won't do a summary for this one.
No, we'll just leave it at this.
We'll just go on to the next one.
See you there.
Alright.
Wayne Lack and James Javert. There's bloody Rubik's Cube.